Why are you being that?
Because my family wants to be inside out and I'm almost sad all the time.
A scarecrow.
Why?
Because I couldn't think of anything else to be.
A wolf.
Why?
Because my mom wanted me to be a fairy tale person.
Wendy from Peter Pan.
Why did you decide to be that?
My mom wanted me to be a fairy tale person. Peter Pan.
Why did you decide to be Peter Pan?
Because my mom wants me to be a Disney character because I'm going to have the Three Bears brunch.
I'm going to be the Cat in the Hat and I'm taking my siblings trick-or-treating.
What are you going to be for Halloween? Are you going trick-or-treating?
Probably not. I'll probably just scare kids in Abbeville.
Good job.
Good evening, I'm Macy Childers and welcome to this episode of WLHS11. Now we will get a look at this week's news. Congratulations to the LHS Choir Women's Chorale for receiving All Superior at the Ole Miss Choral Festival. Power is a dangerous game, so catch up on your reading with LHS Book Club. November's book will be The Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. Tryouts for Winter Guard will begin on Monday and end on Friday. Now we will get a look at coverage on ROTC with Audrey Tapp.
As the junior ROTC program prepares for the upcoming presidential inaugurations, they face many obstacles. While practicing in the gazing sun on October the 20th, Brandon Allen falls to the ground overheated. Now we will speak with Allen and his fellow cadet, Nathan Campbell.
Before I passed out, we were almost done. I thought I could go one more round. And all of a sudden, tunnel vision occurred. I couldn't see anything. Slowly, it started getting darker around me. And I closed my eyes for 1 second and I wake up and I'm laying there with faces all around me. And as I'm coming back to my senses, there's people telling me I'm gonna be okay. I can barely speak because I am very weak. Slowly but surely recovering. I remember laying down on the hot turf, a bunch of faces, familiar faces around me, making sure I'm okay. I remember a nurse coming later, telling me that I was going to be okay, making sure I had water, and doing their best to take care of me.
When I saw him go down, all I could do was put down my rifle and run over there and start taking his beret, rope, and ascot, everything off that would cause him to still be hot. Kind of got sad because he's a real good friend of mine. He's like a brother to me. And when he went down, I didn't really know what to do.
We made it through almost the end of the video when Brandon Allen collapsed on the field. We immediately went and for a minute there, he wasn't talking to me. Okay, but then we got him to talking, and we called for the school nurse, and we unbuttoned his shirt. We took some bottled water we cooled his chest down. We put some water behind his neck to kind of cool things off for him a little bit. Brandon is an outstanding young man, and he is a 10th grader. He's a sophomore in our program. He is on most of our drill teams. I look forward to seeing him along with, we also have his brother Tyler, who's a junior. His sister Courtney is also in ROTC, and his family has a strong tradition. His aunt and uncle is Heather and Scott Elliott, and they were in this program when I first got here 16 years ago, and actually their grandmother, whose name is Fran Elliott, was one of the original boosters in our booster club. So the Elliots and the Allens have a strong tradition of ROTC, and Brandon is an outstanding young man.
Major Rice follows up on their progress, requirements, and opinions on the upcoming presidential inauguration.
We have a team of 30, and 25 of them march in the mass. There is a commander of the team. There are 2 that are twirling rifles, and there are 2 that will be carrying the Lafayette High School Air Force Junior ROTC banner. And from home, it told me, don't say if we get selected, say when we get selected. And so we're ready. We've been practicing every Monday afternoon. We've done all the videos. We're finishing up the applications. We're ready to go and proudly represent the state of Mississippi.
Before kickoff on Friday, October 21st, Oxford Police Department came to support our kicker, Robbie Langley, on the 10th anniversary of his father's death. His father, Robert Langley, was a former university police officer.
10 years ago, I lost my dad, Robert Langley, while he was at work. He was a police officer for the OPD, and he was making traffic stops with his partner, and they came across this one guy, and he was murdered. And Friday night, when we were playing Senatobia for the district championship, I was given the opportunity to be an honorary captain. That day marked 10 years of my dad's death, and it really just meant a lot that people were actually recognizing what happened, and that they were taking notice of who he was and what he meant to this community. And it's not that I wanted the fame or the glory. I didn't want any of it. I didn't really care if I was honorary captain or not, but the fact that they offered it, and all the cops showed up, and they were all there, and then they recognized my dad and me over the speakers in front of everybody. That's just a huge deal when something like that happens, and it's never really been recognized for so long, and then 10 years later, it's starting to make a huge difference in the community and in the town. And it's a miracle thing. Like, I can't wrap my head around it, and I don't really want to, because I'm just going to take it and run with it and see where everything goes from here.
Did you know the cops were coming out?
Yeah, I knew. I only thought there was going to be a few come, because at the memorial on Friday, there was the biggest crowd that we've had ever, and a few of them said that they were going to be there, but I didn't know that many were going to show up. And I didn't know that one of the cops, Matt, he took my dad's dog when my dad's watch was ended. He took my dad's dog, Truss, and he's been keeping in touch with me, and we've been communicating. And I didn't know he was going to show up, so it was a really big deal that he came up to me and talked to me when I had no idea he was there. On October 21st, 2006, it was my sister's birthday party, and we were all hanging out and having fun and eating, whatnot, doing things you do on a birthday. And then, I don't know what time it was in the morning, but I woke up and heard my mom crying and everything, and I walked into the living room and asked her what was wrong, and she just couldn't tell me. Well, my stepmom called her that morning and told her that my father had been in a really bad accident, and he was pronounced dead at 2 in the morning. And after my mom trying to tell me for a couple hours, or an hour and a half or something like that, I don't remember, she couldn't tell me. So finally she had to call my grandparents to come and tell me. And I don't remember exactly what they told me, but my mom said that whenever the words actually got out that he was dead, they said that it looked like I was screaming and losing my mind, but I wasn't saying it. Like, no sounds were coming out of my mouth. And I don't really know. I mean, I was young. I don't really know everything. I don't know all the details. The way I've handled it is I just, I used to cry about it a lot, and I used to get all upset, and I used to think that nothing was ever going to change, that everything was just going to be horrible for the rest of my life. But as I got older and wiser, things just started to show me that there's no such thing as an end unless you choose it to end. Like, if you're still breathing and you're still living, then you can choose to be miserable or you can choose to be happy. I mean, everything's a choice. Everything you do is a choice. And people say, well, I didn't choose to do that. It just happened. That's stupid and ignorant. Yes, you did choose to do it. You chose to, whatever you do, you choose to do. And I know there's plenty of other people out there that, have it way worse than me, but I don't want everybody just thinking, oh no, my life's over, this and this and that, because it's not.
Now we will get a look at weather with Levi Lott.
Good evening, Lafayette. I'm Levi Lott, and this is your weather. We're looking at another warm front this weekend. Friday evening will be at a low of 58 degrees for the game against Lafayette, so don't forget your jacket on the way out. This weekend will be nice and warm with clear skies and temperatures of 84. Halloween will be here with a sunny 83 degrees. Trick-or-treating will be nice and warm during the day with a temperature of 84 degrees and a chilly low of 57. There is a chance of rain, but it's not likely. Enjoy the weekend and remember to stay safe this Halloween.
Now we will go on to Lori Branch for sports.
I'm Lori Branch, and this is This Week on the Show. Last Friday, October 22nd, Football Americano from De Commodores played against Senatobia on senior night. With a loss to Senatobia last year, this year it was a score of 17-14 with touchdowns from Tay Owens and Dylan Woods and a combined 5 points from Robbie Langley. With 7 straight wins, we are now district champs headed to playoffs. We will play at Byhalia for the regular season close October 28th. De Commodores are co-district champs with Caledonia. With the first round of playoffs versus Oxford, it was a loss in quattro sets. It was well played, but they came up short, ending their season. Soy Lori Branch, and this has been This Week in El Barco. Cha-cha!
Thank you for joining us this week at WLHS11. We hope you join us next week for a new episode.
From the home of the Commodores,